And it's Thursday night, and you know what that means? That's right. It's time for GotBot Goes Live. Of course, I'm your host, your most humble host, Dennis Moulton, a.k.a. GotBot. As always, man, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe. And while you're at it, that's right, hit that notification bell because it lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Everything from stop motions to countdowns to reviews to live shows just like this one. Check out Machinery of Man, the Everything Factor, Transformers Collectors, and the Autobot family, and have a look for me everywhere across social media. And we have 4 topics to cover tonight. Actually, I'm going to have to start off with an apology when we get settled, but we have 4 topics to start off to cover tonight there. The first is going to be our our trivia and whatnot, but it's going to be does articulation matter? Another one is going to be the pickups from this week. We're going to talk about the Netflix series for the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy. And we're going to, of course, cover everything coming out of Toy Fair 2020. And there was a ton to talk about. Some very interesting stuff. And we're going to kind of touch on an update that I'm going to cover this coming week. So that being said, I'm just going to, before we do anything, because I want to give people time to kind of come in, I'm going to get things sort of set up here first. And normally I do the trivia with you guys before then, but since I want to start off with a little bit of an apology, I'm going to hold off on the trivia for a few moments. And nope, that's not what I wanted to do at all. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm doing the wrong thing, man. I'm doing the wrong thing. Go there like that and take this up here. Yeah, there we go, man. There we go. I'm just gonna go here. We'll do this. Dragonfly, I'm glad that you're here, buddy. Maximal 10, happy to see you. Lambo Slayer 11, nice name, man. Nice name, I dig it. Starscream Wife, of course, is here. ALB, hi, happy to see you, buddy. Nick YT, happy to see you too. You and I talked not long ago. Larkin's Lair, always a treat when Mr. Larkin's Lair comes in. Brandon, happy to see you too, buddy. Nick, MWG. So a lot of good stuff there. Okay, so I wanted to offer a little bit of an apology. Last week at the beginning of the show, we kicked things off with trivia as we always do. And the trivia question last week, of course, given to us by a good friend of the channel, Dragonfly, said, and I want to make sure that I don't misread it. The trivia question last week said, which Transformers sticker adventure book was used in the movie Spaceballs as the Spaceballs coloring book? Was it A, Battle of the Junk Planet? Was it B, Revenge of the Decepticons? C, Return to Cybertron? Or D, Galvatron Attacks? And a bunch of answers came in, and Starscream Wife and several others were actually correct last week, got the right answer, and I never said it. I did pin a comment on last week's show.
What?
I pinned a comment on last week's show with the answer because I forgot to say what the answer was.
I was right, and you waited until now to tell me?
You were right. It was C, the Return to Cybertron. Are you ready? Are you ready for tonight's? Are you ready for tonight's trivia?
Yeah.
Okay. In the 5 Faces of Darkness, I guess storyline that started off season 3 of the original G1 show, Spike captures Deliberata, the Quintesson, and is sentenced to death. Apparently, Deliberata gets sentenced to death. Deliberata loses his face on the planet of goo, one of his 5 faces. He loses one of them on the planet of goo. And Cup picks up the face that went missing, says something, throws it back down, and it sinks into the goo. You may not have noticed because later in the episode, Deliberata has all 5 faces again. But for that brief moment, which of the 5 faces did he lose? Was it A, the face of war? Was it B, the face of wisdom? Was it C, the face of judgment? Was it D, the face of death? Or was it E, wrath? Which face did he lose? Was it war? Was it wisdom? Was it judgment, death, or wrath? I promise you, when I catch up here, I'm going to give you guys the answer. I promise that I'm going to give you the answer tonight. Which face did Deliberata lose on the planet of goo that Cup picked up and threw back down, and it sank into the goo of the planet of goo? Let's see what we have here. Got a Cliffy yesterday. So happy. I'm glad you're happy. I saw him. I passed. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm happy for you, Brandon. If you see the value, man, good on you. I can't do it, but I'm happy that you're happy, man. Nick, let's see. I saw Earthrise Digibash run amok as downshift. Maybe. You know what? Him as downshift is a good idea, but let's worry about run amok and runabout first. Let's get those guys out of the way. Then let's worry about maybe some repaints in the select line. Going down here. It's me, Mystery Fellow. Okay. Master Prime, happy to see you. Yellow. Cause yellow. Inside joke. Firebite, happy to see you. Let's see. GotBot sleeping on the couch. I don't sleep on the couch, buddy. That has never happened. Never going to happen. Crimson, apparently. Crimson is it? Oh, yeah, look at that. There's Crimson. I saw Larkin's comment first. Welcome, buddy. Starscream Wife is saying D, and D would be the face of death. How many people agree with her? Let's see. Thought it was Wrath. Could be wrong. Wrath would be E. Oh, that's hard. It is a hard one. I didn't know, Nick. I didn't know what it was either, buddy. Lambo Slayer saying B. B would be Judgment. Neuro, happy to see you in here, buddy. I don't even know which face, which face has what name. Fair enough. Let's see. Going down here. Ty says death, which would be D. So he's agreeing with Starscream Wife. Where's the eye roll emoji? The answer for 2 weeks in a row. This is monumental. For 2 weeks in a row, Starscream Wife is right. The answer was D.
Yay!
She is right. 2 weeks. She's getting better at these. She is so smart. Okay, so let's jump into the easy topics first, man. It came up this week in discussion with Masterfire, actually. Good friend of the channel, Masterfire. A lot of us know him. And he said that articulation does not make a good figure. So I put it to you, how much do you think articulation matters? For me, it's paramount. It is the most important thing. Second only to animation accuracy. The transformation is important, but as long as it kind of makes sense, I'm good with it. As long as it doesn't take me a half hour, I'm good with that usually. But if the transformation is great and it looks great, but it can hardly move, or the arms fall off, or you can't kick forward, or whatever, then that ruins it. That absolutely kills it for me. Now, he said that the joy comes in the conversion between modes, and that when he was young, that's all he cared about. when I was young, even then, I used to lament the fact that we were missing joints and that certain things couldn't move certain ways. I think of the Technobots and the smaller ones, and I think of Afterburner specifically, and his arms could always go forward. And I used to wish they could go out to the side. I also used to wish that his two lower legs were two separate pieces that snapped together. That bothered me when I was young. So for me, it's paramount important to have good articulation. So does articulation matter? Yes, absolutely. For me, what do you guys think? Let's check in here, see what you guys think, see if anybody even cares. Maybe you guys don't even care, man. Let's see. Sam's coming. Articulation would be my number one. There you go. Articulation is the most important thing. So I'm not crazy when I say that for me, articulation is important. Articulation, what doesn't? I bet you Maximal 10 is going to finish that thought. Hey, Kato, happy to see you, buddy. Always happy when you come in. Ankle pivot is the best thing since sliced bread. Yes, Crimson, I agree with you, buddy. Absolutely. Articulation, 100% accuracy to the design they are working from. I agree. I mean squat if the quality. Oh, I mean squat if the quality means squat. True. But if the quality is pretty good, then to me the articulation needs to be pretty good. I can even put up with lower quality. Like some of my Beast Wars are the Montoy KOs. And you know what? Like my Air Razor is a $2 Montoy KO. And it feels cheap, but you know, it has excellent articulation and kind of works fine for now. Fine, you know, so I don't know. It means a lot to me. Going down here. Cybermatic Geek, happy to see you here, buddy. I'm going to try and get through the comments here a bit quicker tonight, so I'm definitely going to end up skipping some things because I do want to get through stuff fairly quickly. It's an exciting night. I have a lot of energy tonight. I'm happy to be doing this because we're going to be talking about Toy Fair and the Netflix series and my pickups for the week. It's been a good week. It's been a good week. What do we have here? It's very important within reason. Fair enough, Brandon. Going down. D Gray, happy you're here, buddy. You and I have been talking a nice bit this week. Articulation, aesthetics, transformation, accessories. Accessories, another good one. I never really thought about it, but a good point. Articulation matters, but it's not always make or break. Okay, it is to me. It's always make or break to me. That's the thing. So interesting that you say it's not make or break. It is to me. If it's not there, I'm out. I am out. Let's see, modern Transformers, waist and wrist and ankle are optional for. Okay, depending on the character, I'm with Larkin. Larkin says for modern Transformers, waist and wrist and ankle are optional for me. Agreed. It's nice to get it, but it's not a deal breaker if it's not there. You know what is a deal breaker? No knees, no elbows. That's a deal breaker for me. No. If there's absolutely no out to the side movement, like I'm thinking a car shatter, like so bad. Let's see. Ability to stand is great, but articulation is second place. Okay. Overall playability is my number one concern. Fair enough. Hey, Devlin, happy to see you, buddy. And moving down here. I want a fun transformation. I'm with you, man. I'm with you, Larkin. Yes, MP44. Tons of articulation. I would say scary transformation because of that whole delicate knee thing. But then you have something like Earth, Rise, Grapple. I just put up the review yesterday. I adore him. He is easily, for me, the sleeper hit of Wave 1. I know that some people have had issues with the pegs. I kind of worked the peg, like I put it in the slot and took it out and put it in the slot and took it out 10, 15 times. I found that it did kind of wear it down, I suppose, a little bit and improve the tolerance. But that's just me. I mean, you could sand down the peg. You could make the hole a little bit bigger. There's options to deal with it. But barring that, I think Grapple's pretty much perfect, man. Artsy Kid, happy to see you in here, buddy. Right about the plastic quality on the hips on my Planet X Megatron. No. Oh, that's so sad. He's right about the plastic quality. The hips on my Planet X Megatron just broke. That is sad. He's a beautiful lad. He's an expensive lad. That is really sad, man. I feel for you. That I really feel for you. I'd rather have a fun transformation with accessories that make sense. Fair enough. Kato puts his value there. I don't think we need every bit of articulation, but knees, elbows, thigh swivel, and bicep swivel are a must. I'm kind of with Ty. Like, to me, they're the basic ones that you really should have, you know? What else do we have going down here? It's got to be fun. I hate if it's blocky for a modern figure. If I want to get blocky, wonky figures, I'll add to my G1 collection. Fair enough. Boss Gunny, happy you're here. No head rotation. Hey, Super Firefly. It takes at least knee, elbow, and able to move shoulders and upper legs. I'm kind of with Lambo. Yeah, Earthrise Grapple, I'm with you there. That's fair enough, Nick. Man, real life got to come, and if you got to work, man, you got to work. Good balance. Zeta B. Okay, Kato makes a fair point. That Pioneer has tons of articulation. Absolutely horrendous transformation. Yeah. If you haven't checked out Kato's look at Pioneer, check it out. If you've been thinking about getting that movie Bumblebee from Zeta, don't do it before you check out Kato's review. I'm just saying. Grapple and Hoist are the best too. Interesting. Oh, poor Megatron, Zeta B. Okay, Super Firefly. I'm good for you, I guess, man. Okay, so right away, we're gonna do this. I get it. You don't need to keep saying it, man. Now you're in a timeout. You only gotta say it once. I'll get to it. I still need Skywarp. Going down here. Holy event progenitor, happy you're here, buddy. Are we getting what? A crotch thrusting action. Optimus should always have that. Boss Gunny. I did Pioneer. Maybe Emgo did it. Emgo does everything. Skybite, happy you're here. Just got home. Got my G1 Snap Trap gun. That makes my G1 Seacons complete. Wow. Good for you, man. Going down here. Let's see. Grapple is on my to open list. Had Ape Face sitting unopened since mid-December. Wow. Hoist, we'll talk about him a bit. The biggest thing I miss about Transformers is firing projectiles. You know what? We had that I'm going to say fairly recently, like as recently as Generations Jetfire. But it do seem like it's become a thing of the past. I do have to admit. Okay, so I'm going to run back in here because I've been talking to you lads a nice bit. And I'm going to move to the next topic. And the next topic is the Netflix War for Cybertron series. We've learned some new details, some interesting details. We saw the first trailer. We've learned that Season 1 is going to be 6 episodes, as well as Season 2, Season 3. That will be a total of 18 episodes. However, the way it was worded seems to indicate that we could see beyond Season 3, even though this is a trilogy. So I think it'll be interesting to see how that's handled. The art looks tremendous, although Megatron's lips kind of throw me off. I expected good art from Polygon based on their past history. I'm not disappointed. The art this time highly matches what we have in plastic form, which I like, including all of the kibble which is an interesting way to do it, but it definitely brings the two together. Now, somebody asked me, and I don't recall now who it was, I'm sorry, but somebody asked me, do I regret doing the custom on my Siege Optimus because now he's not going to look like Optimus as he will appear in the Netflix series? And I said, no, I don't regret doing that because the Siege Optimus, with the custom work done, looks more G1, and I'm still personally going to refer back to the 9900 G1 episodes of what Optimus looked like rather than the 18 that we're going to get on Netflix. That doesn't mean that I'm not excited about that series. On the contrary, I am stoked for it. I find it very interesting that both Optimus and Megatron have the same goal, according to the story synopsis, of unifying their people. Megatron, of course, wants to do it through reformatting the Autobots, do it, peace through tyranny. Optimus, I don't know what the plan will be. How do you kill your planet to save it? I'm not sure how that's going to work, so I guess we'll see. We also found out a number of characters. We found out the cast that's going to be on there, and I'm really excited. We have, of course, Teletran 1. We have Cliff Jumper is going to be there. Impactor, Mirage, Ironhide, Sideswipe, Skywarp. No Thundercracker mentioned. Optimus and Megatron, of course. Elita 1 is an interesting addition. And though we had her in Power of the Primes, some people have suggested because we're getting Elita 1 in the series, we may get an Elita 1 update. Possibly. We'll see. Who else do we have here? Starscream, of course. Ratchet, Jetfire, Red Alert, Shockwave, Ultra Magnus, Soundwave, Wheeljack, and RC. And of particular note, they gave the name of the voice actors. Whole new set of voice actors. They seem to do well. I thought that Jason Mamoka, I think, who's going to be voicing Megatron, I think that's the same gentleman who voiced him in the Prime Wars trilogy. And while the Prime Wars trilogy had a lot of issues, man, a lot of issues, I didn't mind it. And one of the highlights was the way Megatron was portrayed in that series. If it's not Frank Welker, then I'm good with this voice and this iteration of Megatron. Very good with it. So I'm excited. I wish it was more than 6 episodes. Of about 22 minutes apiece, but I'm excited because this looks like it's going to be something that I've called for a long time, man, which is quality fiction. Quality, all about that quality, baby. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that. We have 2 topics left now because we've talked about articulation being important. We've talked about the Netflix series. I'm jacked. I want to see what you guys have to say about it. We have Toy Fair stuff to talk about, and then we have this week's pickups to talk about. Going back up because I know you guys have been chit-chatting here, and I know some people have come in, and I've missed a few people, and I apologize for that. Let's see. I'd love to see an Earthrise Sandstorm. I could get behind that. Tiff, Fan Geek, happy you're here. Cybernetic Geek. Welcome to you, my friend. Sam, Megatron's lips look like they should be on Overlord, frankly. Yes, they do, Sam. I agree with you, buddy. Lambo, love the trailer they put out and being 22 minutes an episode. Yeah, I like that better than the 11-minute format. Hotlink and Chromia. No, I'm going to talk about them in a little bit, but I don't tend to pre-order new stuff. It's interesting. Most people do. I never have. Let's see. Megatron's fish lips are weird. Yes, Boscani, they are, buddy. Larkin, at only 20 minutes an episode, it might have been better. So as a direct to streaming movie. Yeah, I could see that, Larkin, as a like a one sort of almost feature film type of thing. I could see that. Let's see. It's gonna be Siege, Earthrise, End Worlds. End Worlds? I never heard that. Is that a guess, Nick, or did you hear something? Let's see. I guess they figured it will. Do well as a miniseries. Yeah, you're probably right. They probably figured it'll do well, whatever. 3 seasons for now. Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to the low. To how self-serious this Netflix series seems to be. Obviously, it would be but I feel like Transformers is at its best when it's a mix of dark and fun. I do. So I get what you're saying, Sam, but I don't know if there's a way to put much lightheartedness into that scenario. We'll see how it plays out. Let's see, Bosconi going down here to Larkin. Yeah, I'm excited for the series too, buddy. Let's see, Netflix cartoon looks interesting. Kind of irritating that the show was stalled. Was the show stalled long? I heard from day one that it wasn't being released till 2020. I don't feel like it's stalled at all. I didn't expect it before now. Season 1 should have been out when Siege was. I guess it should have been out, but I wouldn't say it was stalled. I don't think it was ever supposed to be before 2020. I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it was stalled. I don't know. Optimus is going to be at odds with Magnus about the war, probably. But again, I don't want to speculate until we see more. Looking forward to Alita being a main character. What? Oh, really? Weren't the voice actors from Prime Wars? Maybe they are from Prime Wars. The series, what? That series to itself too seriously, and all the villains were, oh, okay. Who's voicing Jason, whatever his name is? I think it's the dude that was in Prime Wars Trilogy. As I'm going down here, I like Jason's Megatron. Also, the whole conflict in Combiner Wars made no sense. It was just the Combiners fighting. Yeah, I agree with Master Fire there on that. Let's see. Matthew, happy to see you, my friend. What do you think is coming after Earthrise? Where do you think they will go in the final chapter? I have no idea, Matthew. I'm hoping that they do Beast Wars, but I really don't know. I don't know. I'd like to see Beast Wars, but I don't know. I don't. That's a good question, Matthew. And I think that it's too early to speculate. Earthrise is just getting off the ground. I think it's too early to speculate. And I had speculated when I found out that it was WFCE for the next line. I speculated a whole bunch of words that start with the letter E, and none of them were right. I never guessed Earthrise, so I really don't know. Some people have said that the third part will be more season 3 focused, and there's, I guess there's an argument to be made for that, maybe. But I'd like to see them do something really different, do something with Beast Wars. Why not? But I don't know. We'll see. The only consistently good thing from the Prime Wars cartoon was Grimlock. At least there's no Windblade. I don't mind Windblade, man. I got nothing against Windblade. OP means overpowered. Okay. Going down here. Also, Skyfire slices off Starscream's right arm in front of Wheel. That's hardcore. I only watched the trailer once. I thought it looked cool. I really haven't analyzed it, but I think it looks cool. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, Beast Wars is my guess. I'm with Master Fire. What have we got here? Ironically, on the Transformers Facebook and Instagram, they posted a Beast Wars clip. Interesting, Larkin. I did not see that, but I'm down for it. Okay, so Toy Fair 2020, a ton came out of it. Some of this is, I'm labeling it all Toy Fair. Some of it may have come slightly before or in conjunction with or slightly after, so bear with me if it's not quite Toy Fair. Very first thing I want to note is Jada Toys showed off their car versions of Optimus, Bumblebee, and Starscream from G1. As well, they're going to be doing G.I. Joe licensed vehicles, notably a Hiss Tank, a Vamp, and a Snowcat. And we saw from the movie Optimus Prime and 2 Bumblebees. If you're into like die-cast vehicles and those replicas and representations, I think Jada got you covered. They obviously have larger, bigger ones as well. It depends on the scale that you're going for. I like what they do. I mean, it's high end. It's well done. It's too bad they don't transform, but it's nice for what they do. In the fall, apparently they're going to be releasing Jazz, Sideswipe, and Jetfire, as well as movie Barricade, Ironhide, and some blue lad. I don't know who the blue lad is. Jolt? I don't know. I don't know who it is. Maybe it's Drift? I don't know. Some blue lad is all I can tell you. So that's Jada. That's the first page done. Flame Toys, they were on hand showing off a bunch of stuff. Their work looks beautiful. It's non-transforming, but it looks stupendous. They showed off Victory Leo combined with Star Saber to give us Victory Saber. They also showed an IDW Megatron that I was I'm not big on the IDW designs. We saw Red Bumblebee. Looks a lot like Cliff Jumper. Their Lio Convoy looks pretty cool. Their Optimus Primal isn't doing it for me. I'm not a big fan. Their IDW Rodimus is stupendous, knocking it out of the ballpark. And Super 7 was on hand with their huge 24-inch Optimus Prime with Matrix that was first shown in 2012. What? This thing has taken 8 years and it barely moves. I don't understand the delay. They also showed off a 12-inch Optimus and Megatron, and a Cobra Bat in the Reaction series, I think. As for the Reaction series, if you know those little action mastery type guys, they showed Astro Train, Shockwave, Alpha Trion, Rumble, Perceptor, Blaster, Dirge, Blitzwing, and Devastator. And I'm going to tell you now, each and every one of them looks amazing. They don't transform. The articulation is pretty limited, but they look stupendous. If you're just into something you can display on the shelf that looks the part beautifully, they got you covered and it looks great. I'm going to check in with you guys before I go on even further here. Let's see as I go here. Fun question for everyone. What would be your ideal main cast for the Transformers series? 7 Autobots and Decepticons each, and you can pick whoever you like. 7 Autobots: Optimus, Wheeljack, Brainstorm, Perceptor, Ironhide, Ratchet, and I don't know, let's say Metroplex. Decepticons: Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave, Shockwave, Thundercracker, Skywarp, and Scorponok. There you go. There's my picks. I'd love some Beast Force Transmetals. Yeah, that'd be cool, man. I'd be down for that. I wonder what alt mode Wheeljack and Bumblebee will have. I wonder the same thing. I'm curious if they're actually going to have Cybertronian alt modes. Yeah. Crimson Raptor just confirmed there. It's the same voice actor for Megatron that was in Combiner Wars and Titans Return. If it's not Frank Welker, I want it to be that guy. I love the way he portrays Megatron. What? Boots Guardian feels like he's invisible. I don't know why, but welcome. If I missed you, buddy, I'm sorry about that. Either Jolt or Top. Oh, could be Top Spin. Could be Top Spin, Sam. I was guessing Jolt, but it could be Top Spin, buddy. Just watch Bumblebee, and looking back on Bayform's Optimus compared to the more fatherly Optimus we saw in Bumblebee, I wonder what Michael Bay was on when he did. I don't know. I think Michael Bay just didn't know the character, but he knew explosions. There you go. Do you think they'll call Skyfire? No, I think they'll call him Jetfire. I'd like for them to call him Skyfire, but I think they're going to call him Jetfire. I want them to call him Skyfire. Let's see. Joker, happy to see you, buddy. Hasbro needs to update their combiners so they match Predator. What? No, they don't. I'm not behind that at all. Combiner Wars is fine. Devastator and Predator King are too big. There you go. That's my take on that. No, Devastator and Predator King should not be almost the size of a Titan. I'm not behind that. Everyone is invisible. What? I can't see my hands. That's weird. Okay. You guys are strange. It took 8 years to make a 27-inch tall brick. Yeah, right? Exactly, Kato. Like, I don't get it either. Super 7 is weird. I'm with you, Master Fire. Absolutely. Input, happy to see you, buddy. Just trying to check in here. Solid female Solid female representation? What were you referring to, Sam?
Huh?
You said solid female representation, Master Fire. I missed his list and I'm scrolling up, but oh, okay, I see. Optimus, B, Wheeljack, Grimlock, RC, Hot Rod, and Windblade. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a fairly good set too, I must say. Wait, scratch that. Make the Optimus, Bumblebee, Wheeljack, Grimlock, Cheetor. Oh no, hold on, I went way down. Okay, Cheetor, fair enough. As I go down here. Poor Master Fire keeps changing his mind. Soul Mist, happy to see you, buddy. And okay, so we're down again. I'm going to go back and do a little bit more from here because there was a ton. As we go down, let's see. Good Smile was on hand. They showed off Good Smile Company. They showed off a super deformed Bumblebee and Optimus. They're colored stupendously well. I'm not a super deformed guy. Maybe you are. If you are, check them out. Then we get to the Earthrise reveals, and I'm going to, I guess, do I want to do those first? Actually, before we do the Earthrise reveals, I want to point out something else that honestly kind of grinds my gears and bugs me a little bit. It was like these possible listings came up, and it was let's see, Hubcap and Rotor Storm and G2 Megatron and Hot House and Roy Tachi, which is the fast track repaint that came with Black Zarak, and the Clones and Repugnus and the Sinister Seeker Strike Force, the 4-pack, the Quintesson Alicon, the Seeker 2-pack, Thrust, Grease Pit, Smokescreen. All of that was put up on February the 23rd as if it's news. And I commented and I said, this isn't news. I reported this a month ago on February 1st. Maybe it was the January 31st. It's old news. I don't know why it's only being reported now, almost a month later as news. It's not. Pay attention to me, guys. I break it for you early. So I'm just saying. The news, it was on TFW, and I was like, why are you reporting this now? This is a month late. Guys, get on top of your news. I'm just saying. More and more, I feel like they're behind on the news on that site. Just saying. So we also saw showed off, before we get into the Earthrise stuff, the first of the 6-inch G.I. Joe line. And I thought that they look really good. I'm not a 6-inch collector, but the Snake Eyes looks astonishingly good, as does Scarlet. The Duke is a bit stylized. He looks young, but it's all right. Roadblock's face looked weird. I thought he looked more like Heavy Duty than he did Roadblock. Now I get it. They're supposed to be like cousins or something, but I didn't feel like it looked like Roadblock. If you're into G.I. Joe, cool. If you're not, then you don't know what I'm talking about. AEW showed off their line of their wrestling wrestlers being offered. 2 of them are the American Nightmare Cody, and Hangman Adam Page was another one. You know what? They look good. They look promising. They look well articulated. We'll see how they kind of play out, pardon the pun, over time. The one new selects listing that I didn't mention to you guys is Bug Bite. I didn't know that we were getting a Bug Bite, but I guess it makes sense since we're getting a Bumblebee, that he would be repainted in the Selects line as Bugbite. I think I got all that. You're going to have to kind of bear with me a little bit here because I'm trying to cover everything. And I know I said Earthrise, but I want to kind of save that for the end because that's what I'm most excited about. Studio series. Let's do studio series next. Hey, studio series showed off their gorgeous looking Sentinel Prime. Nails the robot, nails the alt mode, looks tremendous. I'm sure he's smaller than what we had with the old like leader class one, for example, but this one looks amazing. I can't wait to see more. We saw Blitzwing. Now we all know that movie Blitzwing is highly stylized, but what was shown is very true to the on-screen character. If you're into the movie line, I think Blitzwing is a must. I really do. ROTF Soundwave. I don't like the ROTF Soundwave as much as the Dark of the Moon Soundwave, but I do think the ROTF Soundwave is charming in its own way, largely because of the circular chest. I really do dig that. We saw movie Cliff Jumper, and I thought the robot looks super duper good. And I saw the car and I said, that is Fall of Cybertron Sideswipe. The car for Cliff Jumper is very close in looks to Fall of Cybertron Sideswipe. That's not to say it's bad, but I'm just saying it's a thing. We saw Top Spin, another one of the Wreckers, looks super duper good. And we saw the Constructicons again, and we saw Devastator. That is going to be one big bad mamma jamma. I like him. There's no doubt about it. It's not my Devastator of choice, but if I was into the movie line, I would be all about that Devastator. He's definitely a Titan. I would like to see him next to some other bigger bots just to see how he compares. I'm excited to see what his articulation will be like because he's such a conglomerated hodgepodge that I don't know what he's going to look like, but I can't wait to find out. I'm going to check in before we go on. We still have, from Toy Fair, we still have to cover the Netflix repaints, Cyberverse, and of course Earthrise. But I want to check in with you guys because I think we're staying fairly balanced tonight. Let's see. Going up here. The whole invisible talk was starting because Boots Guardian thinks you're ignoring him because you missed his comment. Man, listen, man, I'm not ignoring you. If I miss your comment, I'm sorry, man. I miss your comment. I'm trying to make it more streamlined because I waste way too much time reading every single comment, especially when I have so much to cover like Toy Fair. When Hasbro thought female robots would not sell in the 80s. In the 80s, I don't know if the female robots would have sold. I really don't know if they would have sold, but this is a different day and age. I like them all except Megs. Yeah, the Megs isn't great. G2 Megs is fine as long as he isn't and effing repaint. He's going to be a repaint, man. Dude, Boss Gunny, he's going to be a repaint. Let's see, going down here. Do you think we'll get some Transformers characters in that line like Marissa Fairborn? Oh, in the G.I. Joe line. You know what? I don't know, Master Far, but that'd be really, really interesting. You know what? I think I'd be down for that. I really do. I don't know if that would be covered in the licensing agreement, but I think it's a good idea. Let's see. Because Siege Omega Supreme scales right with Devastator plus the other combiners would be close to size with Omega, but what do I know? They seem to grow. Yeah, he scales with Omega I see what you're saying, Joker, but I think you got to make certain allowances. Like, honestly, Omega and Devastator, I think should be smaller than what they are by rights, but you know what? Omega is a glorious lad. I can buy that there's 6 construction vehicles that's bigger. I've talked about it before. Like, I get it. I know I'm not in for doing combiners all over again. King Brenton. Okay. I look like your chemistry teacher. Man, I don't teach much chemistry, man. Going down, let's see. She's the daughter of, I know who she is, although maybe somebody else was asking. Going down here, let's see, probably Transformation. Matthew, I love my Orange Sentinel Prime. I love my Orange Sentinel Prime too, Matthew. I'm with you, buddy. Blaster and Twin Cast. Blaster and Twin Cast and Earthrise, I guess, would be okay. This is definitely the year. It is the year of the Cliff Jumper Master. I'm with you right there, buddy. And it's the year of RC, TF Fangeek. You're both right. You're both right. Both of you lads are right. There's more than one correct answer here. T'Challa, happy to see you here. Don't work too hard, buddy. Skybite, let's see. Just give us an in-scale Devastator for Earthrise. Cobra. That's what we need, too. We need some Cobra in this. I think that, I'm sure that the first Cobra offerings that they'll put out will be, Cobra Commander and Destro and probably a Cobra Officer and Baroness. It's probably what it's going to be. But, there's some Cobra characters like a Toxic Viper. I'd love to see a Toxic Viper done this scale. I think it looked glorious. Just saying. Let's see. Or get the undersized KO. Masterfire got it. You want an in-scale Devastator? You get the CBB undersized, buddy. Just saying. I don't want a Titan class Monstructor. I just want a combiner size, kind of like the Seacons. Just don't sell them for overinflated prices like the Seacons. This is all I'm saying. Okay, so to kind of keep the train rolling here, the Netflix repaints. We know that we are getting some of the characters repainted with battlefield damage, apparently. What that has to do with, how is that different from battle damage? I don't know. But anyway, apparently they're going to be Walmart exclusive, which I'm fine with. We're going to get Decepticon Mirage. I don't know if that ties in with Decepticon Impact or not. It's not for me, but if you're cool with that look and Mirage being a Decepticon, it might be for you. Hound is going to get another re-release, although we have a lot of Hound still on the shelf here. Chromia is getting a bunch of battle damage and released. She was terrible the first time around. Expect her to still be terrible, except now she'll be mucky and dirty. Sideswipe has a lot more damage on his chest. If you like that battle damage look, then you're in for it. I will say this. The battle damage this time is done, though it's heavy-handed, it's done exceptionally better. Way better than it was with the Siege line. A ton. World better. And we're getting Scrape Face, which apparently is a blue and red, basically, reuse of Reflector. I don't know. I don't know. If you want it, cool, I guess. Megatron, he's going to come with 2 Battle Masters, Pinpointer, I think, which people will want, and a correctly colored Lionizer. Here's the thing. I don't think anybody's going to want another Siege Megatron, but I think they're going to want those 2 Battle Masters, and that's why he's going to sell. For me personally, the only one I'm in for is Hot Link with the Fire Twins, because I do love me a nice Siege Seeker. And, I don't have a Hot Link. I wish it was more purple, straight up purple, but, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. So it's good. It's good for what it is. And that's it for this page. It's 2 pages down, man. 2 pages down. We're making good time. Cyberverse showed off the 10-inch officer class Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. I don't like either of them. They got lights, sounds, I think a gimmick. I think the Optimus has like a slashing blade thing. One arm I don't think has any articulation because of it. No. We saw the 5.5-inch, apparently, Troopers. We saw Bumblebee, Wild Wheel, Meteor Fire, Starscream, and Megatron. I don't like the Cybertronian modes, but I do like Wild Wheel in concept. I like a Wild West cowboy, but what they showed looks real hollow, real thin. I'd almost like to see him in Generations. I think that's what I'd like to see. But I might get him anyway because I do have a soft spot growing for a few key new characters from Cyberverse. And then we saw for the Warriors, of course, we saw a new Bumblebee, a new Megatron, a new Optimus, and we saw Hammerbite. I'd say stop making the Warriors. Just make the deluxes. We have for the deluxes, we finally saw Grimlock, Hot Rod, Thunder Howl, and RC. All four look stupendous. I'm telling you, Cyberverse is getting better and better and better. That RC looks tremendous. Way better than the Masterpiece, which looks like trash. But the Cyberverse RC, she's beautiful. She's very sleek. Nice alt mode. I think she even got ankle tilt. I dig her. I really do. And finally, that brings us to Earthrise. Let's just check in here with what you guys were saying. Let's see, going up here a little bit. Oh, you guys said a lot more than I thought. Okay, here, I wonder if, let's see. Hey, Sandman, new Hot Rod Cup and Blur would be great. I could get behind it. I'm happy with the Titans Return ones, but depending on how they were done, I might get behind that. Let's see. Going down here. I would like Hasbro to make a Tarn. Yes. And the other DJD. Yes, Lambo. I'm absolutely with you, buddy. I don't think we will get mainline Titan for what? Get another mainline Titan for a while. I don't know if we will or if we won't, but my swan song is Scorponok anyway. I don't have the space. I'm not interested in spending the money on anyone else because nobody else makes sense at a Titan size. Maybe Grandis would make sense, but that's it. And I get it like Metro Titan, but like I'm not interested in spending close on $300 for a comic book only free paint of Metroplex. No thanks. Not that interested. Maybe you are. It's just not for me. Cobra Commander was voiced by same voice actor. Yeah, we all know that. The late, great Chris Leda. What was the first Transformer I got? I done that in episode 200. I reviewed my very first in episode 200, and that was Red Bumblebee, who I affectionately always called Cliff Jumper. I'm American. We like bigger. Bigger isn't always better, buddy. Victory Saber is a Titan. I don't see Victory Saber as a Titan. I see it as like maybe two leaders that combine. Maybe sell as a commander. Sell Star Saber and Victory Leo as a commander, as commander class. Sell both of them as commander class. Do that. I want a Cybertronian mode. Siege trailer. Interesting. Why I suspect why Prime is not in the Walmart Netflix listings yet is we don't have one in the trailer. Yeah, you're probably right, Crimson Raptor. Also, for the Netflix one, we had like a mystery leader. A lot of people speculated it's going to be Ultra Magnus or a reuse thereof. Then we heard of this like alternate universe Optimus Prime, and everybody immediately said the Earthrise one is getting a repaint. I don't think so, because the placeholder, if you noticed, is the Optimus silhouette from the Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime. It might be that reuse again. I think the mold that's going to be that mystery is going to be some version of the Galaxy Upgrade Optimus / Ultra Magnus mold. Delta Magnus, maybe? But
what was the name of that Optimus Prime that I had? That was Cybertronian.
That was the War for Cybertron based on the game. That was the deluxe War for Cybertron Optimus Prime.
That was my first Transformer.
Yeah, good. Starscream Wife's first Transformer, and one that she learned to transform without any instructions, was the 2010 War for Cybertron video game, deluxe class Optimus Prime. Not the Fall of Cybertron one, the War for Cybertron one. And we all know what that deluxe one is like. He's glorious, but he's a beast to transform if you had no frame of reference.
And you thought he was a truck.
and you thought he was a truck. She thought he was a truck. He was not really a truck.
My ex-husband threw away the box and the instructions.
Right? Right? That's what happens, right? Throw away the box, throw away the instructions. You'll figure it out. It's for kids, except it's not. Let's see. The battle damage reminds me of the old Toy Biz Marvel Legends. Wouldn't know. Never seen him, Cybernetic Geek. So how will the Netflix Ultra Magnus look? It'll look like Ultra Magnus, but messy. That's what I think, Ed. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. I think Victory Saber would be Commander. Yeah, probably. I'm kind of with you there. Going down. Hotlink will sell out. Why? He is a Skywarp substitute. Dum. Maybe. I just want Hotlink because I want Hotlink. I do wish, instead of coming with the Fire Twins, I do wish we got like a proper flamethrower. That'd be cool. Going down here. Fast Track and Scorponok are the two I am looking forward to. We're going to talk about those in a minute. Me too, though. Let's see. Yeah, the Trooper class, I think, is a step back. I'd almost rather wait for a deluxe version of, say, Wild Wheel or Hammer Bite or Thunder Howl. Let's wait for a proper deluxe of those guys, I think. The artwork has a sick trailer on that War for Cybertron mold. No idea. Haven't seen it. That's all right, Soulmish. You do you, buddy. Why aren't we getting Fast Track and Scorponok together? I don't know, Master Fire. I wondered the same thing. I was surprised that Fast Track isn't a weaponizer. Me too, Master Fire. I expected him to be. Okay, so. Or for Cybertron Optimus. Yeah, so. Finally, we get to the Earthrise reveals that were shown. And I'm going to start things off with the Astro Squad, made up, in this case, of Blastmaster and Fuser. I like it. We're getting the little shuttle because we've already had the truck lads. If you redo them in like a pinky color, we can get the truck ones too. So I'm down for it. Love it. The Racetrack Patrol, we're getting Groundhog. Yes, his name is Groundhog. You know, like the animal. And Roller Force. Not Roller like with Optimus Prime. Roller Force. Happy to be getting both of those guys. Battle Master Double Crosser. He has two heads. I don't know. He's a friend for Rack and Ruin, I guess. I don't know. He turns into a ramp. I'm not super stoked for these new Battle Masters. They're not really Battle Masters. They're just, I turn into a plank. I don't know. I don't know. It's not for me. Slitherfang looks all right. I do want a Slitherfang, maybe a couple. What else do we have? The Select Spy Patrol. Some of what I thought was right, some of what we all thought was right. We are, of course, getting Wing Thing, and we're getting Rumble, which is interesting that he's still called Rumble. And we're going to get Scar and Knock. Down for Scar and Knock. I mean, they go with Double Dealer, just saying. Interesting set. And I think that even if you don't want Wing Thing or Rumble, it's still worth it because if you want to resell Wing Thing and Rumble, for example, or if you want Wing Thing and Rumble and you want to resell Scar and Knock, I think all four are going to have a demand. So I think it's a good set. I think it's a solid set. What else do we have here? I got to start marking some of this off now. Got all that done and got that done. What else do we have? Snapdragon. Loving Snapdragon, man. I love that his Titan Master becomes the lower jaw of the dragon. I hope that it works better than Ape Face, but we will see. What else do we have? I got a lot written here, so you've got to bear with me a little bit here, folks. The Alicon, I like. A lot of people complained about the alt mode for the Alicon. It was mistransformed. The robot mode arms are supposed to peg in. So when we saw it after properly transformed, yeah, it looks pretty accurate. Loved seeing Airwave. I knew we were getting one. I broke the news a few weeks ago. He looks great. Love it. Absolutely love getting Airwave. RC looks gorgeous. You can use the part that comes off as like a hoverboard thing, or it can still go on her back, but then it gives her a huge backpack. She looks beautiful though.
Oh, I love her.
Infinitely better than the masterpiece. The masterpiece is it no, but Earthrise RC, beautiful. Will she replace my Generations? I don't know, because I love my Generations too. Both Earthrise and Cyberverse RCs, both of them look tremendous. Let's hope they function just as good. Airwave, Alicon. The Quintesson looks really cool. I like the face switching gimmick. I don't know what it is he transforms into. I've heard that it's the Quintesson ship. I don't know what it is, but let's be realistic. None of us are going to change it anyway. Apparently, a lot of parts, like the top of the head lifts up, and a lot of the parts kind of fit inside of it somehow. And of course, the faces can also flip around. The Quintesson looks fantastic. I think I'm in for a trio of them. The Megatron looks like a poorly redone version of the Siege. I think the Siege is superior. If for nothing else, I like the head sculpt of the Siege better than the head sculpt of the Earthrise. That's my take on Megatron. Fast Track, love it. Want to also get the repaint as Vertarchi or whatever his name is. Run Amok, love it. They stated that we're going to get a announcement about Runabout later in the year, so we are getting Runabout. Love it. Smokescreen. I said when Siege started, I'm not in for Prowl, Smokescreen, or Blue Streak. I don't like the Siege version. I don't like the alt mode. Then I see Earthrise, Smokescreen. Yeah, I'm updating my Smokescreen. I can guarantee you that I'm going to be in for him. If they do Blue Streak and Prowl from that mold, I'm guaranteed in for it. That's the Smokescreen I was waiting for all along. And that down here too. And that only leaves 3. Skylinks. I didn't want Commander Class Skylinks, but man, we get the links, we get the weird bird thing, we even get a base that when you open it out, it looks like the Micromaster rocket base. And wouldn't you know it, but I happen to have Countdown who will go with that perfectly. I'm in for Skylinks. It got to be the right deal, but I'm in for Skylinks. Double Dealer looks really good. Am I in for it? I feel like he's going to be one of them like on sale because he's not a major enough character for me to care too much. And then we get to the big boy, the biggest of them all, Scorponok. Absolutely, he's my swan song. He's beautiful. Love the city. Love the Scorpion. Love the robot. Very little kibble. Weird ankles. Not sure how they work, but he does have ankle tilt. And I love the shade of purple and green. Please don't change that in final production because it looks too beautiful. I think that this was one of the strongest showings that we've had in years for Toy Fair. So much shown, so much to be excited about. I know I'm absolutely positively stoked for a lot of what was shown. Now, I'm going to check in with you guys, and then we're going to do the last thing, which is the pickups and whatnot for this week, and an update. A little bit of an update. So I'm just going back up here now, and we'll see what we got here. Let's see. Hey, Ninja Bill, happy to see you here as always, my friend. Yeah, Ninja Bill missed some reveals, basically, and we talked about the importance of articulation, and we talked about the Netflix series, which I think we're all excited about. Let's see. A ton of those reveals are fourth quarter event progenitors, right? Which means we kind of have time to plan and look forward to a lot of things. So I'm happy about that. Groundhog Day. I'm looking forward to Astro Squad Me Too, TF Fan Geek, Master Double Crosser reminds me of Too Bad from He-Man. Oh yeah, I get that. What? Platformers. Oh, platformers. That's nice. That's nice, Skybite. I like it, man. Blue Rumble. Yeah, Blue Rumble. To me, Rumble's blue anyway. Double Dealer. Going down here. Going down. Tiafangi got to take off. Takara is currently on life support, it seems. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Master Farr. Going down. Let's see. I don't like the black parts on robot mode. Here comes in. Slitherfang looks neat, but dinky. Well, Slitherfang was designed by Warden, so what do you expect? Did you see those hands on the Megs? What a joke. Yes, I did. I didn't like the hands on him either. I am sorry. I am late. Been last 2 days. That's okay. Yeah, Ninja Bill has been dealing with some stuff. Let's see. I have shown Starscream Wife a lot of pictures of Scorponok. Don't forget Sunstreaker and Trailbreaker, 4th quarter. Yeah, they're coming too. Okay, so what did I get? First thing, and this is what's going to take us out of here. A little update, and I'm going to show this. I'm going to show this more proper. First, I actually made a trailer hitch for my Earthrise Optimus. I'll kind of show what I did here with this sometime this week. And because Starscream Wife prefers Earthrise Optimus, the Siege one has been claimed by one of the scraplets, which means this guy's going to kind of default into becoming my Optimus. So I have done some extra paint detail up on the shoulders. I have managed to successfully do his biceps. The gray underneath is now blue as well. And there's some other paint apps to make him more animation accurate. In a little bit, I guess. Yeah, in a little bit, I suppose. So I'll cover that, but I think that he's more G1 accurate. Now, what did I get? Some is new, some is old. First, I got someone that I've been looking for a long time. Older, yes. Generations Dark Mount, or as we all know him, Straxus. Love it. I mean, I'll review it, but I think we all know that this is a pretty interesting mold. Anyway, perfect, no, but really good. So Straxus, I was happy to get. As well, this week, got this lad, Ironworks. So good. So much paint. So good. So interesting. Again, perfect? No, but I love these weaponizer guys, or base guys in this case. I said this summer when I looked at the bases for the Micromasters, hey, I'd love for them to be updated. And lo and behold, what are we getting? Love it. As well this week, by the way, he will obviously go paired with this guy, right? They're going to go paired together. I also got this lad, and we're going to see just how well he compares to this lad upcoming this week. This guy surprised me in a number of ways, many ways, many ways, actually. And I got this guy. I do love Wheeljack. And we're going to compare these two. If there's really a comparison here, it's kind of like the two grapples. And I got this week these two lads. There. Cliff Jumper, Hubcap. We'll replace this guy. I know some people are thinking, why don't you have the Earthrise Cliff Jumper? Because there's no way I'm paying $35 for a legend. This guy, $12. This guy, $12. Yeah, there you go. That's what a legend costs, $12. So that will work for me. And I got one more big shout out to friend of the channel, James, who put me in contact with Chris. So big shout out to Chris, and big shout out to Drew for kind of helping make this happen. But through all of those connections, managed to get this lad. It is the Siege Target Red Card exclusive Red Wing, and did not pay an arm and a leg for him. Thankfully, just paid retail. So very thankful. Not being in the US, not having a red card, not having Target, I thought that this guy was totally out of my reach. So glad to have him. So thankful for those who helped make it possible. And so thankful for you guys coming in. It's been a lot. I'm going to check in here because I still see some people saying a few comments, and I don't want to go without at least trying to check in here a little bit. A lot of exciting things kind of around the corner there, I hope. Let's see. Nice custom work, my friend. Wait till you see him up close, Ninja Bill. Kind of want a version with brighter blue and reds on the black trailer and twin guns. You want like a G2 version, Masterfire? Might happen, maybe in selects. Let's see. Going down, Ninja Bill. What really sucks, my collection room sits right above the kitchen. Oh no. I'm happy the fire didn't get there either, Ninja Bill. Ninja Bill had a fire, hey? Yep. Just finished off wave 1 of the entire Earthrise line. Good for you, stop motion reviewer. On my B-Day yesterday, I got ER Starscream, Star Convoy, Chunkier B, and Spinner. That's a great haul for your birthday. Going down here, Ninja Build though. Tonight, and this is helping me get through the hellish stop motion editing. I feel you, man. Stop motion editing, not easy. I'm there with you. Dinosaur Planet, happy you're here. 80% good. I'm with you. I agree with you, Dinosaur Planet. Going down here. I think that's about it. I still need Red Wing. So good. Can't wait to see your review of those Hot Soldiers figures. I like them. They're not perfect, but I think it's going to be an interesting one. Very much. And that's it. That's where we're to. I appreciate you guys coming in. It's been a blast. We had a ton to cover. I think we've done it well. I had fun. I hope you had fun too. You know what I'm going to say. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, please hit that donate link. It helps me out so very much. And please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Don't forget, somehow, some way, each and every day, you do make a difference. And I look forward, man, to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit right here in the live streams at the stop motion premieres, or the old fashioned way, man, inside the videos.
Are you off?
I don't know.